long time ago, between 1914 and 1918, the world was at war. This conflict was called World War I, also known as the Great War. Many countries were fighting against each other, and the world was a very scary place. After years of fighting, the war finally ended on November 11, 1918, with an agreement to stop fighting called an armistice. But peace wasn't officially declared until the leaders of the world gathered to create a treaty called the Treaty of Versailles. A treaty is like a promise between countries, where everyone agrees on certain rules to make sure peace lasts. The leaders of the winning countries wanted to make sure something like World War I never happened again. This important meeting took place at the beautiful Palace of Versailles in France. The palace is a huge and impressive building, filled with art, golden decorations, and giant mirrors. It's where the treaty got its name. The leaders who played the biggest roles in the treaty were called the Big Four. They were from the United States, Britain, France, and Italy. President Woodrow Wilson from the US had big ideas for making the world a peaceful place. Germany, the main country blamed for the war, was not invited to the meeting at first. The leaders from the other countries wanted to make sure Germany paid for all the damage caused by the war. The Treaty of Versailles put harsh rules on Germany. They had to give up some of their land, reduce their army, and pay a huge amount of money for the damages. Many people in Germany thought the treaty was unfair. President Woodrow Wilson had a plan called the 14 Points to ensure lasting peace. One of his main ideas was to create an organization called the League of Nations, where countries could talk about problems instead of going to war. The League of Nations was created as part of the Treaty of Versailles, and many countries joined. The idea was that if countries worked together and solved problems through discussion, there wouldn't be another war. Even though the treaty aimed for peace, many people in Germany were angry. They thought the treaty was too harsh and blamed it for their country's future problems, which would cause more trouble later on. On June 28, 1919, the Treaty of Versailles was signed in the Hall of Mirrors at the Palace of Versailles. It was a historic moment, but not everyone was happy about it. The treaty was supposed to create lasting peace, but it didn't. The harsh treatment of Germany and other issues eventually led to another, even bigger conflict: World War II. Even though it didn't prevent all future wars, the Treaty of Versailles was important. It ended World War I, changed the map of Europe, established new countries, imposed heavy penalties on Germany, and created the League of Nations.
If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like it and subscribe to the channel to help us create more content for you.